your pride. Show me your greatness.
Alright, what's happening, plebs? We're here at the UK Nationals 2016 and we're here with the top 16 dead profile. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Delaney, I'm top 16 today, playing quick draw extra deck mics. I did not play Brilliant View, I'll explain that a little bit later. I'm going to trade into deck profile now, if that's okay with the deal.
Yep, sure.
So obviously I played 3 not 2 because I feel like if you're playing 2 then you're going to brick more. You need the card as soon as possible. Having 2 as setup isn't bad. 3 max C because I just built the deck to go second. I feel like this card's good in every matchup apart from Clee Demise against Cosmodor is actually still very good, which I heard was going to be very popular for the weekend. And against Monarch, it's always going to be an upstart Goblin, if not more. And we'll upstart going to 1. It definitely helped consistency. More of a scare card than anything. And you can always ditch it off Twin Twister or quick draw Synchron. 2 Kuras. I probably open one of these about 70% of my games, but it's fine because that's why you play 2, because if you do open the 1 copy, you have the 2nd in the deck to play around Stormforth or to unbrick your hand. Definitely wouldn't play 3. 2 Edia and 2 Eidos. Reason for this is I feel like 2 to 2 is the best ratio of numbers. I didn't like 3 Edia for obvious reasons, and I didn't like 3 Eidos because as much as I understand the play with Domain and unbricking your hand, it's still not good. I like to be able to Foolish Burial one of the corresponding squires to set up the other for a big tribute summon. Milling it off tuning helps too. 2 quick draw Synchron, 3 tuning. I don't play 3 Synchron and 2 tuning because I feel like this card is not only a card that enables plays but it also extends them. This card is never dead. This card finishes deck by 2, and it definitely makes bricking a lot easier. Getting out of a brick a lot easier when you have Pantheism after you activate and resolve this card. Plus, it allows you to sack. I think in my top 64 final game, in game 3, my hand was really shit, but I activated this and I milled the Pantheism and went nuts from there and made the combo, which I'll explain in a moment. It being a quick draw being a wind actually helps the side deck, but we'll get onto that. 3 Tenacity, 3 Stormforth, 3 Pantheism, that's standard. 2 Domains, I feel like a lot of the time I don't want to draw this card, I feel like I want to search it for a play, like a big combo, not for anything else. And I wouldn't play 1 because I still want to be able to fill the graveyard for Prime. 2 Return, same reason as what I said with Domain. I understand this card can unbrick your hand, but I don't want to be forced into where I have to unbrick my hand just to make a play. I'd rather just risk getting OTK'd, which normally won't happen, not when I've got a Prime in the graveyard. 1 Frost Blast because of Cliff Vortex. This card's actually not too bad in the mirror. If you have an open board and this in the graveyard and have 1 back row, it's clearly going to be a Stormforth, so it's banish this, pop it, they chain, pass the turn, no problem. 1 Foolish Burial, you'd be foolish not to play this card. It sends Erebus, it sends Edia, it sends Eidos. It sends Erebus to unbrick your hand, it sends Edia to get back a card, and it sends Eidos to get Edia from graveyard to get the other Eidos from deck. 1 single Twin Twister. I do want to main 2 because drawing multiples of this card, going first is terrible, and being in game 1 you're not going to know if you're going first or second. Playing 1 allowed me to have a little bit of variance throughout the day. It was definitely good, never bad, and I think I drew it quite a few times to out floodgates and win in game 1. With the amount you draw, you're going to draw into it more than likely. 1 Upstart Goblin for consistency. It is a 41 card deck, no 41 bullshit. And 3 Prime, just for 2 in the graveyard, 1 on the back. And obviously, drawing multiples of this card sucks. But if you have Pantheism, it's alright. Okay, on to the extra deck. I'm going to go through my rank 5s, Zenmayo for Clee decks and Cosmo, and the random rogues you will play. Shark Fortress for OTKs. I OTK'd with this card a lot. I also made a Crystal Wing attack twice over 2 Monarchs for game. Volksaurus for game. Durendal for the mirror match and Cosmo. 1 Tiras for rivalry. 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Ignista. Can't find my Tzolkin. Is it there? There it is, sorry, thank you. So I play Tzolkin because quick draw, even though it says you can't synchro summoning a synchro monster unless there's synchron in its name, this card you don't synchro summon, you actually special summon it from the extra deck, which is completely different, which bypasses the rule, which is brilliant. This card, if you don't know what it does, you can send 1 level 5 or tuner monster and 1 level 5 non-tuner monster from the field to the graveyard. Its attack is 0, its defense is 0, it's treated as level 12 whilst on the field, it's a dark dragon type monster, and when it has an effect that says when you set a spell or trap card face down, you may after the effect special summon a level 7 or level 8 dragon synchro monster from your extra deck, or a power tool dragon. And because of this I played these 3 dragons. Scrap Dragon because it outs what was that? Necrovalley, Restrict, Back Row, Rival Rewards if you've already made the Tzolkin. Crystal Wing for just damage. It's a good solid card to go into. It wrecks Cosmo, and it's just jumped in price. It's a really good card. And winning this stuff because I do side Ghost Cherries, which you'll see that shortly. And you can swing against Clear Demise, and you can actually board wipe them just off resolving this. And other extra cards we have, obviously these three are my Ghost Cherry targets. I actually only draw Ghost Cherries twice. In one game, it was towards the end of the game where I'd already won. And the other was in my top 16, which I lost to PK Fire in game 2 because I opened up the nuts, but he opened a hand of set 5 going first. And so it didn't really do much and I ended up losing. And one Beatrice and one Ptolemy M7. This is for the domain, reducing ether and getting credits from deck, popping back row, and then making a rank 6 for a continuation play. I actually didn't summon this at all event. I did summon this once to pull out a back row. One Gaia Charger, one Hope. Hope for the niche plays where I want to open up a board of Tzolkin and Crystal Wing in this. Against Clay they can't really do much. And this is obviously for piercing damage and going over Volcasaurus. Into the side deck it's quite simple. 3 Ghost Cherry, for BA and PK Fire and that. 2 System down because it's good against Cliffort Demise, because Cliffort Demise run such a low monster count that if you take out the monsters they actually can't play Yu-Gi-Oh themselves, and you will eventually just win with attacking with a prime. 2 Veiler because I feel like 3 is overkill. I don't want to overside versus the mirror match. And this card is good at no matter what stage in the game you draw it. It's a very good card. If you're not playing in the mirror, then you need to get out. 2 Flying Sea because I feel like 3 Ghost Cherries wasn't enough. Plus it's actually quite good against the PK variant. And then we play one Twin Twister, a second Twin Twister on the side. This obviously goes into every back row deck and floodgate deck. One some more because if you read Ether, you can actually summon this from the deck. The idea is against the Mize decks is that once they play one set card, you activate Ether, you summon this. You send a Frost Blast, they can't set anything for the rest of the turn, which means they can't ditch their hand for Demise, and eventually start poking. Plus with Quick Draw being a wind type, you can actually hard summon this anyway, which is kind of good. And then last thing I'm going to show my MVP of the weekend was 2 Fairywind for Floodgates and Necrovalley and stuff like that, and 2 Trapstone just for going off under strike. That's my deck profile. I went 8-2 in Swiss, and I lost in top 16 to Sean Spackman playing PK Fire. My only losses was in round 4 and round 7.
Cool. So, any final shout-outs to anyone?
Yeah, I want to shout out Jared Stone. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have played the Quick Draw variant. I didn't know about it. I did kind of net deck him a little bit. I opted not to play Brilliant Fusion for the fact that you're forced to play a 5-card engine if you're playing Garnet. That if you draw one of your Garnets, you insta-brick. And in the 6-card engine with Jack's Knight, I feel like if you draw any combination of the 6 cards as multiples in your opening hand, you instantly brick. Whereas Quick Draw, if you can draw multiple Quick Draw, multiple tuning, still play and extend plays with tuning. And for that reason, I thought it was better. No more of a shout outs now. I would shout my friend, the boys, our little group. A bunch of my friends haven't played in 6 years. 3 of them entered yesterday, and 2 of them top 64 with me today. That's about it.
Cool, awesome. Thank you for your deck profile. All the best for the future. And I'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Come, face me. Give in to your pride. Show me your greatness.